In dentistry, we talk about success, $1 million, fee-for-service, private practice, ownership, everything else is a consolation prize. Since when?
Hey friends, I'm David Rice. I'm your chief editor here at DentistryIQ, and I am with one of the most awesome young dentists. I can still say young for you, Amisha, but I'm here with a great friend of mine, Dr.
Amisha Singh, young forever. You and me both, right?
Totally. I feel like I'm 21 plus, maybe 30 something years, but we're going to take it. So I love this topic. Gloves off today. We're going to get real, and we're going to talk about stop living someone else's dream, because maybe you and I are unique, but I know I've woken up at a point in my life and realized maybe I've been doing all the things I've been doing for someone else, and maybe not so much for me. So tell us the story.
Tell you the story. Okay, so I'm going to start with a question for all of our viewers right now.
Love
How
it.
do you define success? Right? What is success? And then once you get that definition, how did you arrive at it? Like, where did that come from? Because is that success on your terms? Is that something that your parents instilled in you, your society instilled in you, some dental professor who was your mentor instilled in you? Because I'll tell you, in my story, I define success one way, right? I was like, I loved small business. I owned 7 small businesses before I bought my dental practice. People become practice owners so they can be dentists. I was the person who became a dentist so that I could be a practice owner, right? And so, and I loved it. I loved every moment of it. So I knew I was destined to own multiple practices and grow them so that I could create an incredible place to work for young dentists. Like, that was the dream, as long as I knew it. And I was building that dream, and I was doing fantastic on paper, right? Like, I got so much external accolades because I was doing this. But here's the thing, that dream was whispered in my ear left and right since, like, I couldn't remember anymore, right? It was my parents' dream, my society's dream, maybe my husband's dream, definitely my mentor's dreams. And I thought about it, and in the middle of building that dream, I lost a core elemental piece of myself, right? And it led me to a place of darkness. I can tell you that I am in a place of light right now. Like, I have been able to shift my career, but I will tell you that when I tell people that I am an academic, I am a full-time faculty member, and I love what I do. I tell them that I took a huge pay cut to do this, and I still love what I do. It blows people's minds. In dentistry, we talk about success, $1 million, fee-for-service, private practice, ownership, everything else is a consolation prize. Since when? That might not be the legacy that you want to leave. So how about we figure out what our legacy is, what our heart speaks to us about, and give up all these expectations and go out and chase that dream. I will tell you, from the other side, it has changed my life.
Oh, I love that so much. And for me, it reminds me of one of the worst concepts people embrace in today's world, and that's fake it till you make it, because you can't fake it that long. Right? If you're not happy, it's really difficult to wake up every day and put on that fake smile and go to work and try to make your team happy, your patients happy, and realize that, you know, you've said to me before, like, your tank's on empty, and you're pouring from this empty cup all day long. You just can't sustain it. So we have a lot of pathways in dentistry where we can be successful and define our win. Any tips to a young person right now who's trying to figure out who they want to be when they grow up?
The biggest one that I have is trust yourself, right? And we've forgotten how to do this over time, right? Anxiety before tests, other situations kind of cause us to lose touch with our physical sensations and what our mind and our body are telling us, right? So if you're going into work every day and your shoulders are like tensing up and you're white knuckling the steering wheel, and your heart's not in it, that's your body physically trying to tell you something, right? So really understanding, like, how I feel about my work, and again, paying attention to the signs of burnout that we've covered previously before, is a huge step in understanding if where you are at is where you are destined to be, right? And so that is probably the biggest advice that I can give you. Trust yourself, but it's not as easy as it sounds. It took me a lot to learn how to trust myself again.
Absolutely. I'm going to leave us all with one other tip that I found really helpful in my life as I kind of transitioned with different things, and is also to forgive yourself. Give yourself some grace. You're not supposed to have all the answers to the end of your story at the beginning. So I love that. Trust yourself. Go where your heart and soul tell you to go. And if you change your mind and you change gears at any point in time, like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's your life. It's your book. You get to write it. Amisha, thanks so much for hanging out with us. I think this is a really important topic, to stop living someone else's dream.
Absolutely.